back on the field. Obviously, a lot of new faces in our building the last day or so. I got a chance to meet with a lot of them individually and as a group. But, I think this weekend is so important because it gives them an opportunity to come together. Some guys are competing for an opportunity, for a roster spot. Other guys to teach them the tempo of what it's like, what is an actual couple days like in an NFL camp, and the meeting times and what's asked of them. And I think the whole idea is to eliminate a lot of anxiety for when the veterans do come back and they join them in. They have a better feel of what to expect. So a lot of growth will take place. Obviously, you saw some guys that haven't put on helmets since January and got a little tired out there, but that's to be expected. And we just talked about sometimes through conflict comes growth. And they're feeling a little anxiety right now, but as long as they continue to grow from it, we'll be in good shape. Fowler, they just talked to me right now. I think he's being evaluated. They said we'll know more tonight. He's with just Scott talking to me. So, I didn't really see what happened on the field. It happened kind of off to my side, but we'll find out more tonight.
What's the concern level if it is something serious?
Well, I think, sometimes injuries happen in the game. It's just hard for me to speculate, what took place and things like that. But anytime a guy gets injured, it's not a pleasant thing. It's not a good thing, whatever the injury is, because it can set him back a week or a couple days or whatever. So, whatever it is, we'll deal with it and keep going.
Did you go and talk to him?
What's that?
Did you go talk to him?
I went in the cool zone, but he was already gone.
You say being evaluated, MRI, the whole deal?
No, nothing like that yet. I think they're just evaluating him now. So I really didn't get a chance to meet with him much on what took place.
Do you think there is an increased risk for injuries when you run a situation like this with all the rookies? You're talking about guys being tired, not knowing what they're doing.
Well, I think you got to be. I think you got to be smart. You weigh it to, hey, we can get them an acclimate, a feel for everything. But we didn't have a regular practice as far as reps. Where we normally go 15 reps, we had 10, and we didn't have a blitz period, and it's just getting them more accustomed to the flow of practice, as well as being able to evaluate some of these guys that are in for the next 2 days.
Nick Marshall's playing a new position. You had him at the Senior Bowl.
Yeah.
What did you see there to bring him in now?
Well, I think his length, his size and weight, his athleticism, are all attributes that we're looking for at that position. Sometimes you like a guy that really is bought into it. He's bought into it, really wants to play corner. And, so we'll see what we got.
How would you describe the linebacker depth that you guys have right now?
In this camp or the whole team? Well, that's where I think it's, we feel good about quite a few of the guys, but that's why we have, 6 guys in here this week. Take a look at even more to see if we can even, bring more guys in. So we're always looking, always trying to compete at every position. And, but we feel good about the guys. A guy like Scooter's really doing well so far. So, until we get them on the field, sometimes that's training camp. You can kind of get a feel in OTAs, but right now they're such in a learning mode, the new guys.
It's only a couple days, but what can these undrafted linebackers show you in a 2-day camp?
Well, I think we talk about that. We evaluate everything. How they walk, how they talk, how they take notes in the meeting rooms, how they take care of their body. So that's another advantage of this weekend. It's not just the evaluation does not just take place on the field, but I think we're looking to see, do they have the abilities to be a pro and handle all those things that we place on their plate. So, we look for that with all the position groups, but linebackers no different.
You're always looking for spirit's one of your words.
Yeah.
I mean, when something like that happens to your first-round pick in the first hour, it felt deflating on the sideline. I mean, how was that?
Well, I think it's any time an injury, sure. It deflates you a little bit like, it's unfortunate. But, then you move it on and you keep going. And, that's the message to the team. And like I said, I don't know. It's hard for me to say what's going on right now and to speculate. But, my mentality, it's always, it'll end up being good and it'll work out.
What did you see out of Rashad?
What I thought I saw with some of the receivers, I thought initially they had anxiety. I talked to him, and he said without a doubt he did. But what I saw was cool is he kind of eliminated it. And then all of a sudden things became normal. He started catching the ball like he's capable of doing. And that's what happens in these camps. And it was no different with Rashad. I think that he calmed down, settled down, and then you started to see him make some plays like he's capable of.
What about Yelton in those running drills?
Pretty smooth. You know, a lot of the same things that we saw on tape. His ability to make quick decisions, spontaneous decisions, quick, his instincts. One play really jumps out at me. Same things that we saw on tape.
How do you think Stephen Morris can take advantage this weekend?
Well, good. And I talked to those guys as well. I think they get more reps and they see it an opportunity. A guy like Tony Washington has really done a good job these last couple weeks. And for him, it's just to really get more reps with Jerry coaching them and Tony coaching them. And they love that part of it. They were excited that they were eligible to do it. Okay, thank you. Okay, thanks you.